Brighton and Hove Albion FC, founded in 1901, has a rich history marked by both highs and lows. After decades in the lower leagues, the club nearly fell into obscurity in the 1990s, even losing their beloved Goldstone ground. But a remarkable turnaround happened in the 2000s with the construction of the Amex Stadium, and gaining promotion to the Premier League in 2017, cementing their status as a top-flight club. Today, the Seagulls are known for their attacking football, their astute recruitment, and their rising star players as they look to establish themselves in the Premier League. So there you have it, guys. We are at Brighton for a brand new challenge / rebuild-ish. Okay, well, let me explain what's going on anyway. So here we are. Yes, as I say, we are at Brighton. Brighton being one of the most up-and-coming teams in the Premier League, in my opinion anyway, over the last few years. They just seem to be a club that is just run right. They're run correctly. And I decided to do a rebuild because I had a little idea. I thought, we all love the Wonderkids that we have on this game. We all love finding the Wonderkids, but there are also the staples, the ones that people buy all the time. And I had a little curious idea where I thought, okay, what happens if we put all those Wonderkids into the same squad and build the team with them and see how far they can actually go as an actual squad of players. Obviously, a couple may get sold further down the line, depending on the bids and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to run with that idea. So that's exactly what I did. I took some of the best Wonderkids off the FM Scout website, which has that full list of Wonderkids, which is absolutely extensive, absolutely amazing. I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well, so you can go and find out for yourself if you've never come across it before. And yeah, I put the players into the Brighton squad. I moved some of the players out, obviously to make a little bit of room. So basically what I did, I removed all the over 30s players, so the likes of Lallana, Milner, Welbeck, they're all gone. And I've gone to basically have a squad full of like sort of young 20-year-olds in there. But less of me explaining it like this, and I'll show you the squad. And well, in fact, no, I'll show you the transfers because it'll be easier that way because it's all in there. And I'll do it by date order. I think it should be in date order. If not, the list is all jumbled up because I've done this in the editor, so please bear with me. But starting from the top here, obviously I decided to bring in a goalkeeper, and another reason as well I've picked Brighton is because of their setup that they got. They have excellent facilities already. They have a reputation for bringing through Wonderkids as it is, so it kind of just meshed and fit together perfectly, and that's the reason why I've gone for Brighton. But the first one I've gone for is a goalkeeper. That's Jonas Erbig. If you haven't come across this German goalkeeper, this guy turns out to be an absolute monster of a goalkeeper on the game if you manage to keep hold of him and play him long, and he starts off excellently, but he also has the challenge of to get past Bart Verbruggen, who is also another Wonderkid goalkeeper on the game. So I've got two of them, which makes it a little bit more fun. We also have, right, okay, I'm trying to go through here and figure out which ones I've put in and which ones the game has brought in. So Verbruggen's not me, Igor is not me. Noah Darvish from Barcelona I brought in, that has a great potential on here. And yeah, he's in the under-18s. He's not going to start straight away. He's also injured, which doesn't help. He's out for a few weeks. But he'll stay in the under-18s and build up from there. So he is one of the younger choices that I went for. And then the staples going through here: Ousmane Diomande, Adam Wharton, Alex Scott, a couple of British players there, Castellel Lukeba, Jorginho Ruta wasn't a sign of man, he'd already been brought in. Destiny Udogie, what a left back this guy is on the game. I mean, at the moment, at 20 years old, he looks incredible, but I know I've used him before. You guys have probably used him before. He turns into an absolute beast of a left back. Mats Weifer, or Weffer, what, Weifer? I can never know. Wiffer. Oh, I have no idea. He got brought in from Feyenoord, but that wasn't me. Kadioglu wasn't me either. Then there's Harvey Elliott, who I brought in from Liverpool. It says 1.5 million, but it wasn't. It wasn't that. The game just makes up the transfer fees because I've moved him from club to club. But again, I'm going to try and build a team around his creativity if I can. But there may be other players that prop up that may move him out of there. And obviously they'd already brought in Matt O'Reilly and João Pedro as well. So if we have a look at the squad is absolutely stacked full of potential 5-star players on here. As I say, they already had some, and there's some that are actually on that transfer list that I haven't actually gone through yet either. The likes of João Rego, who is due to go out on loan. I think I'm going to try and find him a loan move because he's not going to get in the first team straight away, but I know, again, a player I've used previously, he will play pretty well. Again, they've got the likes of Enciso and Matoma, who are absolutely outstanding on here. Tarek Lamptey, he's not too bad either. Hinchelwood has a bit of potential about him. A right back that I did bring in, who has a very high potential on here, but doesn't show it. He actually does have a reasonable potential on here. It's Connor Bradley. Again, I think when it comes around to FM25, he's going to get a little bit of a juice up as well. Very good right back, and a very good understudy to Lamptey, even though there isn't actually much age difference. So I'm kind of hoping that they're going to battle it out a little bit. With that being said, obviously the transfers I brought in, I haven't spent any money. There's still 70 million in the transfer budget, 180k on the wage budget. Tactically wise, this is what I'm starting off with. A slightly asymmetric 4-2-3-1. Got my wing backs coming in, got my sweeper keeper and my ball playing defenders. Then I'm going for a Segundo Volante and a ball winning midfielder in the centre midfield. But with the creativity that I got, I wanted to bring in João Pedro as my shadow striker, and a Trecatista, which I believe I'm probably going to put Elliot at, with Ferguson as the pressing forward, and then probably Matoma out on the left. But another stipulation I've given myself, especially for the first couple of episodes of this, to try and get the best out of players, I am going to pick the team. I am going to pick the starting 11, and I'm going to simulate the season with my choice of starting 11. And obviously, the assistant manager, when the simulation is run, he will make the substitutions, swap out any injuries or suspensions. But I very rarely do this, and it's not really recommended to do it. But I am picking the first starting 11 because I want those players to get the best opportunity to sort of reach that 5-star potential if possible. So yeah, squad wise, gone through all that. We are looking very, very good. Scheduling wise, we haven't played anything. I'm going to simulate the season right from the first game of the season against Brentford. As you can see, it's been a little bit iffy through the friendlies, so how this first season is going to go, I don't actually know. There's no European football this season, as is in real life. No European football for Brighton. And Brighton, I think, are definitely a team, a club, more than anything, that are massively on the up. And I'm sure they would love to have a squad like this, full of 5-star potential. But actually, they almost do already. They really do have some. I mean, going back to the squad here, some of the players they've already got in there, the likes of Verbruggen, Van Hecker. Van Hecker is absolutely outstanding on this. For a 23-year-old centre-back, he's still got so much to build on. He's going to be incredible. Other players that they've already got, Estepinian is another good player. As I say, Matoma and Ciso, João Pedro, and then everybody knows Evan Ferguson. I've used him so many times on other rebuilds that I've done, and yet within varying degrees he turns into an absolute beast. But I'm hoping with this one, and I haven't looked at his potential rating, all I know is what, even though I have the editor up there, I only go off that to see how it works out. At the moment, he's a 3-star. Will he reach that 5-star potential? I think playing him for a full season, that will happen. That will definitely happen. So, without further ado, I'm going to change things up a little bit on this one now. I'm going to show you some highlights from the season, and I will see you guys in a couple of seconds when those highlights are run through, and we will review what has happened at the end of the season. I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Our season started off on very poor and erratic form, losing 3-2 on the opening day in the 92nd minute to Lewis Potter and Brentford, which is very disappointing to say the least. But then we rolled that into another loss against Man City at home as well, thanks to an Ake Thunderbolt and also the obligatory Erling Haaland goal. But come October, the results got better, with draws against Liverpool and Arsenal and a 2-0 win thanks to Estepinian and Alex Scott against Chelsea. December and January were things really started to turn around and change, and our form became more consistent, including a 7-0 hammering of Mansfield in the FA Cup and also a 6-0 hammering of Coventry thanks to a João Pedro hat-trick against Coventry in the FA Cup as well. Despite a 3-2 loss to Man United and a 4-2 loss to Liverpool as well, our form continued to improve, including a 1-0 extra time win against Man United in the FA Cup quarter-finals, and also, more memorably, was a 2-1 win in the semi-finals against Arsenal, courtesy of Evan Ferguson with a lovely slotted low shot, and also an absolute banger from Carlos Baleba on his left peg right into the top of the net. And this all led into an almighty showdown with the league champions against Manchester City, where we absolutely and utterly destroyed them 3-0. Thank you very much to Evan Ferguson, Alex Scott, and Carlos Baleba again. Well, as you can see, we've had how I want to looking at the club vision. Okay, they want us for this. Oh, sorry, it's next season because I've already gone too far along. I can't remember what the club vision was at the start of the season, but I'm pretty sure it was European qualification. Now we do get that through the Europa League, which I'm very, very happy with actually, because obviously to get that potential out of the players, they need to be playing at the highest level possible. Obviously the Champions League is the highest level, but baby steps. First season with a very inexperienced and young squad. I think we've done all right. Including the competitions wise, first season FA Cup winners. I mean, there's not much better there. Europa League qualification, FA Cup winners. Okay, we got knocked out by our South Coast rivals, so to speak, in Southampton in the Carabao Cup. Not that bothered about it, and it's just a very happy, joyous moment that we've won the FA Cup. And actually, if we look at this, if we go onto Brighton's screen and look at their history, that is the first ever FA Cup that they've won. So that's another one for the record. Our reputation has gone up a little bit, as you can see as well. Facilities are still great. I've just got to work on the youth recruitment now, which is always a bit of a bugbear in this game. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the squad, see how everybody did. And Evan Ferguson with 18 goals in his first full season, 44 starts, not bad. João Pedro in that shadow striker role, 39 games, 15 goals, 4 assists. I'm happy with that output. Mitoma 9 and 10 on that left wing coming inside. Alex Scott, not bad at all, 7 goals, 6 assists. Harvey Elliott, 7 and 12, playing 46 games, although is injured, and last game of the season, so he's alright. 10 assists from Carlos Baleba. Carlos Baleba, who, for some reason, has got worse. I have no idea. I ignore those arrows. Most people do anyway, so there's not much point in looking at them. Somebody wants Kadioglu. No, I don't want to sell him because he's a really good right back. And the fact that I've got him that he can play left back as well, but I've also got Bradley and Tarek Lamptey as well, inundated with really good right backs. Plus, Jack Hinchelwood is due to come back as well, and he can play in both positions as well. So overall, as a first season, I'm absolutely ecstatic with that one. I think that's can't fault it. If we have a look at the finances, we have 84.5 million in the transfer budget. Our overall balance is looking great. Our debts and loans, we've got a net debt of 172 million, but that'll go down as soon as we get in the Champions League, so I'm not overly fussed about that. But the fact that they're still managing to back us is a big thing. And also, with having this side, I can't say I'm going to be doing too many massive transfers. Obviously, there could be some sales. I may need to replace a couple of players, but besides that, I'm not really looking to sign any massive, like, sort of major Wonderkids in the first couple of seasons at least, until some new ones, the regens, start popping up. So, thank you very much for watching this. Please do make sure you leave a like on the video, share this video around, and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with this series, and go and check out all the other series that I've done. I will leave a link to a couple of them at the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you later.